What's up, my fellow crypto knots? I hope the cryptoverse is treating you well today. I've been saying in my videos for months that someone needs to tell you if the mainstream YouTubers weren't telling you. I was saying, now not necessarily in my very last video, but I've been saying for a long time to watch Bitcoin to come down to here, possibly come down to this area here. And it did indeed, in fact, bounce off the top of this range right here. As you can see, boom, right here where it bounced. If you go over straight to the left across my vertical line, a horizontal line that is, go all the way back to the left, and my goodness, look where that bounced. See that? That's no coincidence. That's why I've been talking about that, saying that could happen, and to be prepared for that, whatever your strategy is. I was saying be prepared for that because that could happen. You know, if no one else is telling you, and someone needs to tell you, and there it is. And now I don't know if this is going to come lower. With all that bullish, seemingly bullish news about Donald Trump and the politicians getting into Bitcoin and pumping Bitcoin, Larry Fink at BlackRock pumping Bitcoin. Looking back on it now, that should have been a no-brainer. Now, I did in my last video, I did say specifically, watch out for a big. My last two videos, watch out for a big buy the rumor, sell the news event on that Bitcoin conference, and that is indeed what has happened. This is the daily chart, and for those of you that have been watching my channel, I've been in a hedge trade. I've been shorting and long at the same time in hedge mode. And it was doing really, 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 really wonderful. And I was taking like $1,200 profits, $1,300 profits. The last one I took was like $400, then $100 profit. And I was just thinking to myself, it's just a matter of time before I add a digit to what I'm doing, and these $1,200 or so profits, that I'm just snaking out of here left and right. Eventually, that's going to have an extra zero on the end, and these are going to turn into $12,000, $13,000, and $4,000 profits, right? I'm just adding a zero, and I start hearing about these liquidations, and I just thought to myself, how can these people still be getting liquidated? How can they do this over and over and over? And less than 24 hours later, folks, I did get liquidated out of that hedge mode. I had to, I made kind of a clerical error. As you will see, I just want to show you, because learning from bad experiences and making mistakes is the best way to learn, and perhaps I can pass that on to you. And I do like to be transparent, because you should know who you're talking to on YouTube. And I assure you, there's a lot of highly skilled, experienced people out there that got it handed to them on this rapid decline. So basically what happened was new people came in up here, and they just got introduced to leverage trading, and a lot of new people just totally just longed the top up here, and didn't protect themselves whatsoever. And it was just a cascading event of longs being liquidated, a long squeeze, and then the shorts, of course, basically where this bounce is the shorts are all taking profit right here on this wick, right? And maybe possibly re-longing, and watch out for another long profit taking session, and this could continue to come down. Now I've got this marked in this pink descending expanding wedge, and this last week was pretty amazing to me. That had a lot of oomph to it. There was probably a big player in there that got long squeezed and probably lost millions and millions, because that has some extreme power to it that we have not seen since last cycle 3 years ago. And but anyways, this could continue to come down lower. Now, I do like the bottom of this level here. If like 50,000, 50,500. I do like that as support, strong support, along with this pink descending line going down here as support, and maybe it wicks below there again. But it's possible Bitcoin could continue to come down to this level here, where it just bounced off the top at like 48,500 or wherever it bounced here. Different sites will be a little different with the numbers, and the bottom of this range is basically all the way down to 39,500. It could still do that. So I don't know. right now I'll show you my strategy, what I'm doing. But I didn't get around to saying it. This purple line I have down here at the bottom at 46,585 is where I had where I thought I could move in that hedge mode swing trade I was in, where I was long and short. I thought I could move my long liquidation all the way down here to at least 46,500, if not lower. And I thought that was safe, and indeed, it still would have been safe by over $2,000. But in fact, I was not able to do that. I just made it like a typo, like a clerical error. So I don't feel bad about this because my analysis is good. If my analysis was bad, I would stop making videos. But my analysis is high quality, and I've been warning about this exact event for a long time. And I was saying, that I'm going to be okay because I can move my liquidation all the way down to the 40,000s because I know what I'm doing, right? And in fact, I could only move my liquidation down to about right here, where I put this purple line at around 51,000. And just for a brief moment in time, I call it fighting the quantum. I call this playing a game against a quantum computer. I just look at the market as a single opponent, a quantum computer I'm playing a game against. That's why I long and short, and I just take away any way the quantum computer, the market can take my money. I eliminate that, and I just left the door open just a crack. The door was just cracked open a couple millimeters, and that stupid quantum computer, the stupid free market, it found a way. It's like I call it a quantum computer against a single opponent because that's what it feels like, right? The stupid thing found a way to weasel in this little tiny crack of exposure I left. And it just came down there just for a brief moment, just enough to take me out. And then I have to watch it pump all the way back up to 56,000, right? And so I was stuffing my money in here in the long position at extremely low levels. And had I not got liquidated, I would just be sitting pretty right now, right? I'd have this big old long with, but anyways, I didn't. So that's that. And I left that purple line down here because I thought that's what was happening, right? And I just made a stupid mistake. And like I say, I don't feel bad about it. What am I doing now? I'm just over here on a spot market on Robinhood. I'm buying Dogecoin from here on out. And whenever something like this happens to me, what I initially do, because there's a tendency for human minds to go on tilt. And right, I've eliminated the tilt aspect, and so I'm just going to take a break from Femex and leverage, and I just want to show you this. I'm just going to stick on Dogecoin. I'm buying Dogecoin under 10 cents right now, and I'm just going to, like today when I get some more free money from working, I'm going to stick some more in here today, and I'll stick some more in tomorrow. And I'm just going to just dollar cost average in a Dogecoin from here on out. And I just want to show you my entire history, and I'm doing this because I think I don't know if there's a lot of channels on YouTube that will show you exactly how they've done over their course of their career. But I just want to show you, this is my all-time history on Robinhood. I got started with Robinhood Gold, where they actually give you your balance and a margin, and they let you go 1x leverage. So like if you have $10,000 on Robinhood Gold, you can use $20,000 to invest with. And so I initially got started when I saw this clean energy boom coming. And I just want to show you, this is my career on Robinhood. I started back here. February of 2019 is where I first started getting into stocks. And I didn't get into crypto till like right here, September 2020. But I just want to show you, my main Achilles heel has been using leverage because I don't have a lot of money, and I feel like I need to use leverage to make it worth my while. And looking back on my entire experience, if I just didn't use any leverage, if I just was on the spot market, I would be doing so much better, right? Because I just want to show you, here's the first time, boom, I basically lost, just I didn't lose everything, but like this, see this boom. I was buying a fuel cell energy, and I got scared, and I sold the bottom, and I basically lost my account on Robinhood. But I stuck everything back into Enphase Energy, because Enphase Energy was a marvelous company. So I make great. I just do dumb things. So I sold fuel cell down here. If I just would have held on to fuel cell energy right here, I would have made $250,000 off of like a $10,000 or so. I don't remember exact numbers right now, but I would have made $250,000 had I just hold on if I didn't panic sell down here. But I still made a good move. I got it all back plus more. Enphase Energy put in a good quarterly report, and then Enphase Energy had basically the same on the second big dump here. Enphase Energy had just another wonderful quarterly report, and I stuck all my money into it, like right around here. And for some reason, somehow a short seller attack happened. I don't know how it was possible, but Enphase Energy went straight down, right? And so I got on a Solar Edge, and I think I left it in Enphase Energy, right? And then the next quarterly report was the same, right? Enphase Energy basically had 3 quarterly reports that were all the same, and for some reason, the one in the middle, the price dumped. But here's the third one, along with Solar Edge, great quarterly report. Boom, got it all back. Plus, I doubled my money from original. Now, these numbers up here on the left are not accurate. Like you see, negative 9,000 right there. These numbers are not accurate. Like if you can see, I'm up $5,700 all time. It's just because I've cashed out so many times that they don't reset how they keep track of stuff. But this is the lifetime. And then this is a COVID-19 dump. Boom. Right. I was smart enough to sell and get out here, and I got in like 10 days too early. I got back in on March 2nd, and boom. And then from here on out, I learned my lesson, and then I got away from margin and stuff, and you can see gradually go up to the right. Right. I learned a lot. And what I'm saying is from your failures is where you really learn. And that's why I'm passing this on to you. I learned a lot from COVID, and I just basically stuck my money back in to Enphase Energy, Solar Edge, and some of the clean energy companies that I was watching. And then right about here, October 2020, I think I sold all that out, and I put it into Bitcoin just on the spot market here on Robinhood. And I rode Bitcoin all the way up here to like so around April of 2021. And, so I'm way ahead up here for my lifetime career. And then the thing about it is, you can see going to the right here, I really haven't been doing much on Robinhood. I've switched over to Femex and got into trading cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. And so basically, what you see here, where I've lost and gained it all back, this has happened to me twice now on Femex. So if we just took my lifetime chart, I switched over to Femex here and just went straight up, way up here, way up off the screen. That's how much money I had when I first started trading Bitcoin. And I got washed out by the Elon Musk crash. And so, if I could put it on here on my Robinhood chart, it goes all the way back down here, right? And I was sitting in the back, and I get it all right back. And then now I'm back down over here. I'm back down in a valley right now, right? So 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I've had big losses, and the other 4 times I immediately get my head screwed on perfectly and get it all right back immediately. And so the first time is fuel cell energy, the second time is Enphase Energy, the third time was the COVID black swan. And you could kind of say this is a bit of a black swan, like the global markets. We could have a big crisis coming, so Bitcoin could still continue lower. This has a bit of a black swan feel to it. But like I say, I'm at the point in my learning where, the first 3 times I was just an idiot. And, the fourth time, it's just, I just got sucked into the Elon Musk dump. And now the 5th time is a bit of a black swan, but I'm not looking for excuses. I said this was going to happen, and it turned out that it did happen. And I was ready for it. I was prepared for it. I wanted it to happen, and I just made a stupid, like a clerical error. And so basically, long story short, I just like to share this with you because, what am I doing now? So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just dollar cost averaging into Doge, and there's still time, right? There's still a month or 2 before the Bitcoin rips straight up, and this is still going to happen. And barring some terrible black swan global event, Bitcoin is still going to go And I'm expecting Dogecoin to go to around $1. So I'm just getting started again. Buying Dogecoin under 10 cents is wonderful. I made a video recently saying buy 13 cents, and now that it's come down to under 10. It's just a wonderful time to buy, with the understanding that this could continue to come down. If Bitcoin does come down and test the the high 30,000s, if Bitcoin does come back down to this range here to the left, which is like 39,000 to 48,000. If it comes back down there, then Dogecoin's probably coming to 7 or 8 cents. But I'm just going to continue to buy Dogecoin. And the way I'm looking at it is I do see Dogecoin eventually going up close to $1 this cycle. This post-halving cycle pump has not started yet for crypto. Keep that in mind. So the way I'm looking at it is let's go to the main screen here. I look over here to the right. I might buy some Chainlink as well. But like for Bitcoin to double, it needs to go to 110,000 from where it is today, right? And for Dogecoin to double, it just needs to go to 18 cents. And I'm looking for Dogecoin to be about $1. This is my outline now, to buy as many Doge as possible and sell Doge when it gets to about $1, which is interesting. So you can see I have 1,758 Doge currently, and it's kind of interesting because my plan is to sell up towards $1. So I'm basically looking at every Doge I buy now, I will sell for $1 here in the near future. Within the next 6 to 9 months, 12 months or so, within the next year. So my $170 that I stuck into Doge just the other day is going to be worth 1,758. See how that's working? That's just kind of a neat, easy way that I do believe is proper analysis. Every Doge you buy now is going to be worth about $1. So I need to have about 10,000 Doge. That's my game plan for now. Spot market Doge, I want to get up to about 10,000 Doge as soon as possible. And of course, that would be like $1,000. If it's at 10 cents, I'm going to get at least $1,000 in here in the next couple of days and get Doge. I want to have 10,000 Doge because at $1,000, it'll be a $9,000 profit, and I'll be right about even. This is just my simple game plan. I just want to pass this on to you. Failure is the best teacher, and normally I'd be real upset with myself and get down, or maybe not get down, but the roller coasters, the thrill of winning and the agony of defeat, right? The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. It can be a roller coaster, the highs and lows. But this one doesn't bother me in that way because I played it right. I did everything right. I just made a typo, right? I wrote a poem and handed it in, and there was a typo, and the teacher's a quantum computer, and they gave me an F. Right? I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did bad here, don't feel bad. Just learn from it, and I just want to pass that on. My Achilles heel has always been that I feel like I need to use leverage. And looking back on it all the way back to March 2019, if I would just stay on the spot market, now the gains would be smaller, but the losses would be smaller. And who's to say? Maybe I did things different because on the spot market, maybe I'm even worse off, or maybe I'm up a couple million. Who knows for sure? But I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me out there. Is what point I'm trying to say. So this is probably a common mistake. My game plan now is to just stick my head in my shell, right, like a turtle, crawl up inside my shell and just buy on a spot market on Doge for the foreseeable future until this feeling passes. Watch out for tilt. If you don't know what tilt is, Google tilt. What does tilt mean to card players and people who wager and do this type of stuff? So I'm just going to I'm going to refresh my mind and let this whole thing pass. because making emotional snap decisions is always terrible in any aspect of life. So just learn from this, and like I say, I'm just going to forget about it and just stick my head down. I'm going to go to the grindstone and just start sticking it in the Dogecoin spot market. And you guys have a good day. I said the same thing. I'm trying. There's something else I want to convey. I think I conveyed it. Just don't feel bad. And if you have a lot of money, do not use leverage. Just use the spot market on Bitcoin and crypto. Because if I'm starting out with basically nothing, so I generally create a bunch of profit and then lose. So it's kind of interesting doing it like that. But if you had a bunch of money, don't use leverage. Just spot market. That way, if something bad happens, you still got your Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin is eventually going to pump, I assure you, barring black swan events. And this is financial advice. Buying Dogecoin on the spot market on Robinhood, it is financial advice. Now, I could end up being wrong because something globally could happen, and maybe Dogecoin comes down to 5 cents. But I would say just continue to buy on the spot market. That's it. Have a good day. Later.